Hi everyone, welcome back to Have a Beer with Eric. This is review number 28, and for today we have another one from Savage Wood up in Scripps Ranch, San Diego. This is their Gomo SMaSH Pale Ale. So I haven't done any pale ales in the reviews, so I figured that I would switch it up and actually do one for a change. It's not that I don't like pale ales, it's just that I haven't really drank them that much recently or actually for quite a while. Maybe like I think Beer Fest are the only place that I've had pale ales recently. Um, Otherwise, I don't think I've bought any bottles or cans of a pale ale in quite a while. And and this one seemed really interesting, so I went to go try it out at the tasting room, just a small taster, and I enjoyed it. So I decided to buy a bottle. It's only $8, and they still have plenty in the tasting room. And so SMaSH Pale Ale. It's when a brewer wants to highlight the properties of either the malt or the hop, and also how they complement each other together to bring out mainly the flavors of the hops and how the malt rounds up the finish. So with this particular beer, they used the Golden Promise malts and Mosaic hops. So SMaSH stands for single malt and single hop, and it's pretty much always a pale ale. I don't think that SMaSH is any other style besides a pale ale. Um, it's more appropriate to use a pale ale rather than IPA because you don't focus too much on it being really bitter, super hop forward. You just use a good amount of hops and a good amount of malt that you want something balanced. You don't want it too hop forward or too malt forward. You want a good balance. So pale ale is the perfect style for that. And so this is their Gomo. It was a collaboration with Brian Beagle or Sir Suds on Instagram. He went over to Savage Wood and they collaborated on this. And this is actually a higher ABV payload, 6.3%. Um, I'm not sure how they came up with the name or the logo, but yeah, it was brewed up in Savage Wood, and you guys should go check them out. They have a lot of beers on tap. The people there are great, and great service. And I was on a trip to Miramar, which I haven't done in a while, so I decided to go check them out again. Um, it's always a great time being there. And all right, let's get to the beer. There we go. This is actually a pretty big cap. I believe these bottles are usually more for cork and cage, so this bottle cap is pretty big. Cool. There you have it. So it's a clear pale ale. SMaSH beers wouldn't really work with a hazy beer because with hazy beers you hide a lot of the hop profile. You just kind of try to make it juicy and you just try to make it super fruity, but it hides a lot of the hop complex. So you would require a filtered beer, a clear pale ale for this, and so there's pretty much not really any head retention. It's like half a finger right now. It was like a finger when I poured it, but it didn't really last. That's why I topped it off. But I can smell a lot of the mosaic hops right away. It's just like some floral notes, like floral, herbal, a little bit of fruit, just a little bit of some like maybe like a hint of grapefruit, orange. And the mosaic hops are known for giving a beer like a kind of like a floral smell or and taste as well. So that's kind of what I'm expecting here. Maybe like a hint of pine. So we'll see how this comes out. Cheers. Mm. So it's this tastes more kind of like a floral, earthy, definitely more piney as well. Um, so it's a lot of hop in it, and but it's not crazy overwhelming. It's not like really bitter. Um, I think this would be more like a West Coast pale ale rather than a regular pale ale because it's kind of like a hoppy pale ale. It's not quite as hoppy as an IPA, but it's still definitely a strong hop profile in it. But it's not in your face bitterness. It's really not that bitter at all. It's just a hop flavor without the bitterness. So again, it's like a like piney, earthy, florally. Um, Fruit wise, it's here. Let me take another sip. Kind of like oranges, more like a kind of like blood orange, grapefruit, maybe like a little hint of stone fruit, but it's mostly the floral and the earthy notes that's what I'm getting the most. And yeah, I hadn't been to this brewery in quite a while. It's been since I think since like May, so like 2 or 3 months ago, and I just haven't gone up to Miramar in general for a while. Um, it's just kind of far, so it's just I try to make a trip whenever I can. I mainly went because Peer Project had a can release, so I went to go pick up some cans of that, and then I made a little quick trip to McKellar, just a couple tasters, and then went to Savage Wood, also a quick trip for tasters, and then come back home. And it was a good trip, just to hit up 3 breweries and come back, and had a flight over at Peer Project as well. So and I had a big burrito to go with it, which was great. And I actually posted about the flight on Instagram, so if you want to check out my flight, I had a couple of IPAs, a sour IPA, Imperial Stout, and a bourbon barrel aged porter. So it was a varied flight. Um, I've mentioned it before in my Instagram that I actually prefer doing flights over full pours at breweries. I just like to drink different beers without having to drink the full glass of them. At least when I'm outside, like when I'm at home, I don't mind drinking. Like I like to drink the full glass, but because I know I'm obviously not gonna make flights at home because that's a lot of beer, and so whenever I go to breweries, I try to try to taste a lot of different beers, and flights are perfect for that. So that's why I love flights, and so yeah, I got a really good picture of the Pure Project flight, so I would definitely check it out if I were you. No. I definitely want to go back here soon though, because Happy Beer Happy Life is having a collaboration with them, and he already went and brewed. It's already fermenting, and they brewed a triple IPA, and I believe that comes out next week. And so I'm hoping to go up to Miramar again next week to try out the beer, maybe get a growler or something. Um, triple IPAs aren't too common in San Diego. Just they brewed, whenever a brewery brews a triple IPA, it's kind of like a celebration of something or like a special occasion. So um, I'm not sure if there's a special occasion for this one because I know that Happy Beer Happy Life has an anniversary beer with somebody else, but this would probably be kind of close to an anniversary beer for him as well. So hopefully I'll try that out, and next week we'll see how it comes out. Also, the cool thing about Savage Wood is that next to all their beers, so they also have like coffee on tap, like cold brew, and I believe they brew their own sodas as well, craft sodas. And right next to all their menu, they have like just a sign with like what's currently fermenting, so all the beers that they're gonna bring out soon, which is pretty cool. Just you can plan trips later on to try the certain beers that might interest you that will be on tap soon, and that's a pretty cool thing to do. So I think right now they have like 5 beers currently fermenting, and they had when I was there they probably had like 8 or 9 on tap. So they're gonna be having a lot of beer, which is great. The more options, the better. And they have great discounts for happy hours. For their core beers, it's like $4 a pint. Then on Fridays they have like $4 core beer flights, which is really cheap. And so I definitely suggest everybody to go check out this awesome brewery. It's a it's kind of hidden because it's in Scripps Ranch, but I mean it's only a couple freeway stops away from Miramar, so it's on the other side of the freeway from Mira Mesa. So it's pretty easy to get to, and it's very close to the freeway. So I would definitely suggest you guys check it out. And so for this weekend, I mentioned before that I'm going to the Festival of Dankness, so I'm very excited for that. It's a Modern Times, this festival of everything hoppy, like pale ales, IPAs, black IPAs, hoppy dark beers. So I bought a general admission ticket and I'm volunteering for setup. So I'll be setting up and then I'll just wait until VIP hour is over to go in. And they'll be having for volunteers like a mini beer fest appreciation party the Wednesday after. So that'll be very exciting. And yeah, I can't wait for that. Saturday is going to be an awesome day. And I might do a bottle share on Friday night. So it's going to be a big weekend for beer for me. So I'll keep you guys updated with that for next week. I'll let you guys know how the event went, and I'll just see you guys next week. That's it for today. And the rating, I think for this beer, give it maybe like a 4.25 out of 5. It's very nice, very hoppy pale ale. I mean the percentage is 6.3, but it's very easy drinking. It's very refreshing. So really enjoyed this. I think it deserves a 4.25 out of 5. So, all right, that's it for today. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Have a beer with Erik. Untapped Vizcaya 49. Yeah, just let me know what you think. Comment anything. Let me know. All right, cheers.